It's about time we got some sliders on this Jeep because it's been way too long that we haven't been running them. And last weekend we were running some trails at Roush and did some damage on the Jeep, which some sliders probably could have prevented. So we'll take a look at that and then show you guys what we're gonna do to prevent future damage. So if we take a look over here on the driver's side of the Jeep, we have a little bit of a scuff, maybe a little bit more than a scuff, but the main area of damage is this right here and then this little spot right here. And if you guys follow me on TikTok, I kind of already talked about this, so follow me on TikTok if you aren't already. But that is from a tree. I hit a tree once, I kind of got knocked into one, a dead tree, so it didn't do too much damage the first time. And then the second time I was going up another trail, it was kind of an alternate route, and I slid into a tree that was alive and it was not forgiving at all. So that's what it did. And you can see I did some stuff to the fender, but really the fender's not a concern because those can be easily replaced. So we'll talk about what we have for the Jeep in terms of sliders. Also, about 70% of you who watch the channel are not subscribed and 30% are subscribed. So we gotta figure something out there. If you guys aren't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Helps us grow as a channel, and you guys get to see us have fun in the garage. Here's one of the sliders that we've had laying around in the garage. I've had these for a few months now. They're from Barnes 4-wheel drive, obviously, and they're made to fit a stock TJ. Clearly, this isn't a stock TJ, so we have some modification to make to both sides, and something you guys are probably noticing is this isn't going to prevent that from happening. Of course, we understand that. These have to go on here regardless to prevent that stuff from happening here, from rocks and just other random stuff. And we can address this at a later point, but we gotta get these on and we have to make some modification. All right, so we're gonna walk you guys through the plan as of now. So like I mentioned, these are for a TJ, and we still have the same body mount areas, or where they're supposed to be. It's still factory measurements. And that's what these are right here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut this front end to line up with this seam so it doesn't overlap this fender. And so that's gonna line up with that. These slots are still gonna line up with these body mounts. But then we're gonna be left with this end right here, which isn't gonna come all the way back and protect this corner. What we're gonna have to do is probably cut this straight down and take some 3/16 steel that we bought, and we're gonna have to make a piece that wraps around this and just weld it to the end of that. I mean, it should be pretty simple. I mean the only fabrication we're doing is that right there, welding.
Yeah, concept-wise, it sounds easy, and it's just a matter of getting the right shape, because you want it to be pretty form-fitting if possible.
Yeah, so, and we don't have to have it go too far back. It just needs to come, like a tree isn't gonna be back here, so.
Just to cover the corner.
What we'll do is get some measurements, probably cut that first, get the body mounts lifted up a little bit so we can slide this in, mark some holes and drill, and then we can probably get it loosely bolted on, and then we can start measuring for what we need to do here. Yep. So, let's do it. I gotta get logos made. So we need to measure from here.
Center of that.
So we just got this front edge, ooh, that's a little sharp, front edge cut off. So it'll line up with this panel, this seam. So we'll see here if it,
just kind of hold it up there and just mock it up a little bit. Just let it rest on those mounts. Okay, I'm right dead in the middle.
Yep.
How's that looking?
It probably, like I said, we cut it a little longer. I mean,
what do you think, a ½ inch? Ballpark? You want to?
I'd say a quarter.
Quarter of an inch?
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. All right.
Okay, so it's gonna go like that.
You want to lower mine down, and I'll just hold this here just to see what happens. Just nice and slow.
Sorry.
That's all right.
That's lower. This one needs to go down. Check it out. We have this just kind of mocked up in place. We're getting ready to mark our holes to drill through so we can get this thing bolted up. And then once we have it bolted up, then we can start figuring out where we need to get a piece of steel to go on this, where to curve it. Ideally, I think right here, Dad, where this is, where that tape line is where it can end.
Yeah, just as long as it's beyond that corner.
Yep.
Doesn't have to get too far down in there. That's all that matters.
Yeah, so that'll look good. But so far so good, getting it done. And then we do have the same paint for this. So that'll be a single stage that'll go on there, and then we have 2K clear that'll go over top of that, so it'll look exactly like that. We got that side done. Well, not done, but the
Mocked up.
piece is mocked up. So what we're gonna do now is start on the other side. We'll be able to have pretty much both done, and then we can start on the extension piece for that. We're gonna get this other slider finished and keep on getting at it. The next day, and we're gonna keep working on this. Hopefully we can get it done and painted today. What are we doing today?
Dude, that is so messed up. So today what we're doing is we're gonna add a piece of 3/16 steel to extend this down. We talked about wrapping that around the corner, and we felt maybe that's going to be a little bit challenging with our options of skills today. So the point is, we're just going to go and extend this. We're going to scribe that angle onto here. We're going to cut a piece, and I think, what, you want to butt weld that? Is that probably the best option?
Yep, as long it's gonna stay.
All right.
That's all I'm worried about.
Cool. So that's our goal today. Let's go ahead and start measuring everything up and get it ready. All right, so we've got our two extensions that we made. That's going to continue the rock slider all the way down to the corner. Since we decided not to wrap it, it's just too much work to try to get that radius.
It's also, I mean, we talked about it. It's not worth, like, if we hit a tree and the tree goes into that cornered area, then so be it. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think the more of the flat surface area is going to be at risk of any damage.
Pretty good.
I think it looks good.
All right, let's go ahead and pull this off and sand it and get it ready to go.
And just like that, they're on, finished, painted, and ready to be banged into some rocks. So I'm really happy with the end result.
I think they turned out great. The color match looks perfect. And the, excuse me, the aerosol clear that we used is, to me, perfect. Looks good.
I mean, we'll have to get out in the sunlight. It's a gloomy day today, so there's no sun out, but we'll get it out in the sunlight and see how good it looks compared to the paint itself. But so for now, this is what we have. This piece running up to about here before the curve. And we've already been talking about what we want to do to protect this corner and then this section right here. So we'll have to do that in another video. We just wanted to get these on and add some protection before some of our upcoming trips. So I think we did that, and I think it looks really good.
Yeah, I think it turned out nice.
Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button if you liked it and give it a thumbs up. But we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you guys.